Oh. Okay, so it always takes me a minute to like get in and figure this all out. So I feel like maybe okay, the lighting is much better over here. So we're gonna move over and just kind of fix that. Okay, that's much better. Awesome. Hi everyone. All right, so my name is Carrie Morgan. I just want to get on here and start to get this going and get my name out there, but also make people more aware of what's going on in the CBD industry. Me being more of an intuitive person and really being able to tap in to the greater good in life, or almost like the future of what's going to happen. So I have always had really good instincts, and if I follow them, it really does guide me in my life. So I always say, going forward, that I do listen to my intuition. There are moments where we are like, you don't really want to listen to that. But when reality hits, when you don't listen to your instinct, you're like, I knew it. I knew I should have listened to that. Right. So for me, I've been living holistically for over 20 years. And that was just something that deep down inside I said, something's not right. The food, the processes, how I grew up, and what they provided as food opportunities were not qualified to keep our body healthy and our mind clear and expand our glands in our body, our awareness, and our connection to our higher self. So when you are not eating correctly and you're eating a lot of greasy foods that don't have a high nutrition value, fast food, things that are convenient, things that don't make you really think about the actual thing you're eating, right? Because fast food, let's be real, fast food in reality is just you not really giving a fuck. I mean, it is that simple, because when you go through that line and you're sitting in that car and you're waiting for food to come out a window, you don't care. You're not putting the love into your food. You're not actually cutting up things. You're not, cooking and establishing um, a, a almost like an atmosphere of how that food works for your body and your family. So when you take that time, that is a part of your love that you're giving yourself and you're giving other people around you, because your heart, your hands are extensions of your heart. So anything you do from your heart, or you're taking the time to create with your hands, is something that really magnetizes who you are as a person, and also give you a better opportunity to be in your power, to be in your love, to be in this energy that's going to guide you through everything you do in life. So when you're going through a fast food, it's more or less, I don't want to cook, I don't care. And you're getting the cheapest way, all right, to eat something that fills you up but doesn't satisfy you in the long run. Okay. So that being said, we are really just, this whole CBD trend is something that I feel like people are just like, oh, it's a trend, I'm just going to take it because it's going to make me feel a certain way. You know, it's a trend. I should feel a certain way. It should do certain things for me. It should help me, you know, in sense and speaking. So for me, I am really just trying to understand what is going on in this industry because it's a great opportunity for people to grow their business. It's a great opportunity for people to show up and want to help people. But I feel like it's turning into this trend, a trend that means, oh, I'm just going to put something out there and says it has so many milligrams of this and people are going to buy it. And that's exactly what's happening. But there's so many different elements of CBD and you need to be aware of it. So there is full spectrum CBD, there is broad spectrum CBD, and that is just two of the about 50 different things that you can call it, right? So when that is happening, how do you think that that is really affecting a person, like a human being, right? Because you can have a drink that has we can put a CBD label on it and says it's broad spectrum and it could have like one little drop of CBD. And people are so convinced or in this belief that this is going to change who you are that they're specifically shifting something in their life that this may not even be helping. I hope that makes sense. So that means that, let me just break it down a little bit for you. That is going to mean that people are doing this trend, the CBD trend, and are already believing, right? That's the key. They are believing it is going to help them. So what that means is the belief of that this is going to help them, it's helping them. Because some of the products don't have a high amount of product that it says it has in them. So it's really not affecting them as much as they believe it is affecting them, all right? And that's what you need to be aware of. When you're taking something, you need to know how it's affecting you. How are you feeling after it? How are you feeling before? How are you feeling after it? Are you feeling satisfied? Are you feeling like you can sleep? Are you feeling calm? Like those are the things that you should be aware of. And everyone's different because everyone's body is different. Everyone's mindset is different. Everyone's experience is different on this earth. So for you, when you realize that it's all a different experience, then you can shift and understand how to create the life that you want by getting the products that you deserve. So I went to an event tonight, and I think it's 420 EDX or something like that. Rebecca's amazing. Very great event. It was at the Stratus Hotel in Philadelphia. And I feel like these opportunities of really getting out there, and CBD is going to be something that's in this wellness field, okay? It's really gonna be in this wellness field. So for people that are in the wellness industry, it's great for you to tap in. Maybe you just have a product. Maybe you have something small, but maybe you know marketing ideas for the industry on this side. So a lot more people have companies that are on the West Coast because the East Coast is the last to really get into the grind, okay? So when I go to these events, I do like to scope out people, understand what they're doing, and figure out how these things, these trends get so big and they scale so fast because CBD technically could have less amount of CBD in it that you really think. So you need to be aware of the ingredients and what you're putting in your body. Me being holistic and what I do, the brand that I am starting is going to be more on the organic base. And the organic base means that everything we use is organic, but we want to give you a qualified amount of CBD that's organic, that is going to help you. Okay. So it's about helping people understand, but getting them the feeling and the opportunity to have a product in its highest form, not in a form that is not up to standard, but it's up to qualifications. Because if you have one drop of CBD full spectrum, then you're okay. We want to have enough that there are more quality ingredients in each individual product. And that is what I really, really want to share with this world, is a company that is going to really show up for the average human being, okay? For someone that really appreciates the best and also is able to care for their body and their mind and know it's going to help them in the long run, okay? When you are here supporting companies that are family owned, it's really important that you understand these family owned businesses are not big corporations that just throwing stuff at you, but then in the back end, they have a whole nother company that's into health and wellness. But then they have this other company that's not really doing it right. And they have, this product that they're just giving you a whole bunch of junk in. Right. So that has been going on for so many years, where companies have big companies like Johnson and Johnson have been doing things that are not qualified as good ingredients with integrity. Okay. They have a brand that people just think that is untouchable, or more or less a brand that, oh my gosh, they would not ever do anything to hurt us. We are their clients. We are the people that buy their product. But that's not how big corporations go. Big corporations like Johnson and Johnson's and other corporations that you see everywhere, there's commercials for, they have revolving CEOs, revolving marketing people, and it's about the numbers. What are sales this year between last year? So it's not technically about the customer experience as much as it is about the money and how many products we can get under the umbrella, so that people can say, oh, I use Johnson and Johnson, but the product has definitely not been as qualified as a top level product because of all the stuff that's been going on out there in the news, but also just the lack of integrity from probably the CEO or someone that's running in that company. Okay, so for companies that are family owned, small business companies, and those types of individuals, they set a different standard because they are humans and they are working for the human race. So that is a really big deal in establishing a format of love and caring, and also know that your product is helping someone. And I feel like over the years, like I said, I've been doing organic and I've been just doing things. And I'm like, why do you do that? And I always said, because, that company that I am supporting is doing it right. And I want to support them because I feel like when we were in different generations, our grandparents had gardens and, back in the day, they did try to do things right. So nowadays, everything's more faster, better. Let's grow it. Let's poke it with needles. And I think that the people that are doing it right should be supported more because they are still in their truth and they believe in the higher version of you. And the less ingredients and the less product that's tainted, can definitely establish something that is going to make you feel absolutely amazing. Okay. So My name's Carrie Morgan. That was just a quick message on tapping into the CBD industry. There's so many levels of CBD out there. There's going to that will definitely help people in the long run. But I don't want you to go out there and just grab something because it's a trend. I want you to really look at the ingredients and understand. Please comment below if you have any questions. My product will be out right before Christmas. I really want to give as much knowledge and information as I can on this growing industry because it's very important for you to be in this field if you're in the health and wellness industry. Okay, so, and it's not about just selling someone else's product, it's about you creating. Let's be real. Let's create. Let's create with our hands. Let's create with our heart. Let's create with our mind. Let's be out there and let's create our legacy. And that's going to be one of the best things on life is just creating that. Awesome. So once again, my name is Carrie Morgan. I am a holistic lifestyle consultant. So I help you understand the clarity, the mindset, the vision of your higher self and tap into your truth and your power. This video was to really share that CBD experience that I'm going to be going through, building my brand that's coming out, and all the opportunities that are out there in the world for people to grow. And it's about you saying yes. It's about you knowing your worth. It's about you understanding the ability to be your higher self. I want to say thank you. And this was an amazing, amazing opportunity for me to share with you. And namaste. Have a great and wonderful night.